What's up? Got this thing here in this blue box. So here's a strange, odd little deal. This was actually sold on eBay through MOCENARY knives. And I've done a few of their knives on the channel. And I've got some more to do because what I've found so far is, I like their knives. But so this one was represented on their channel, and it come in this Uzimia. I'm not Uzimia. Man, you tell me. I don't know. At the end of the day, though, how about we get it out of this box and we'll check it in so we can check it out. Yeah, I mean, do I care that they're branding other stuff? Not really. Probably not. It's going to come down to, is the knife legit or not? And if it is, then I don't know. What do I care, right? So what do I mean by is it legit? Well, it was represented as it doesn't have a model number. It's just called a M390 blade pocket folding knife, and it's sold on the MOCENARY website or eBay channel. I'm going to say that's for real shredded carbon fiber, and that's definitely for real titanium. I can tell by looking at it. Let's get the oil off of it. I mean, I guess it could be aluminum. Could be tricking me. The pocket clip doesn't appear to be anything to write home about. But then again, what do I know? I'm stupid, man. I got oil coming out from underneath these scales, so they got to come off. All right, well, I've got enough of it cleared off to run this action, so let's do that. The only way in is this flipper tab. It's got jimping all the way up over the top, and it's sharp. It's good jimping. Let's see what's up. Yeah, so kind of the light detent caught me by surprise. But on this side it says M390. And then on this side, what's that say? COOLHAND. 2013-170. I have no idea. So it's got a hand rubbed finish here and then a stonewash finish below. A nice little swedge at the top there. Okay. Let's run this action a little bit. It's not drop shut, but just a little coaxing runs it. Blade centered. Tolerances are real nice here. Nice and tight. The knife is really light, by the way. Yeah, super light. I do like this stonewash contrast on the bottom versus the hand finish there. Pretty cool. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera. And it's way oily. So maybe it'd help if I just wiped it off a little bit. Reveal that finish a little better than trying to look at it through a bunch of 40 weight or whatever. Yeah, so you can see the stonewash here, and then the hand satin, sort of a satin finish there, I guess. All right. Well, hey, let's get in it. The action's pretty good. Super lightweight knife. It's got some titanium anodized bolsters, and the anodizing is pretty slick on there. Check it out, man. What about the other side? Yeah, same. Pretty cool. All right. So there's a fair amount of tension on there, and clearly I'm coming at it from the wrong side. Yep. I guess I could have stopped and allowed that to get over on the right side of things. These two got to come, and then that's a scale screw. T6s. Ooh, nice tension on that screw. I like a tight screw. Loose screws are just waiting to fall out. This should come apart now. Yep. I mean, it's a little oily in there. Not horribly dirty, but I mean, it's got grease. So we're definitely going to get that cleaned out and put some lightweight oil in there to take its place. Yeah, I mean, that grease just leaves filth. I mean, I don't want to predict too much and then be let down, but I'm pretty sure I can improve this. But all this got to come off here because I want to get that scale off. Get whatever oil is behind there, I want to get that off. Let's not confuse these scale screws. How about that? That's the same as that one. And then, yeah, the pocket clip's going to have to come off. I mean, would have been nice not to have to take all this, but there's enough oil and dirt and grease and stuff in here that I'm going to clean it up. So that pocket screw, or pocket clip screw, that back one, was holding on the spacer into that barrel. That back one. Pull this scale off now. Let's see. Yeah, see, look at all this oil in here. Man, that's why that had to come off. We'll get all that out of there. I don't want to be gripping the knife and then all that's oozing out on my hands all the time. That would definitely frustrate me. I think we got one screw here to get this scale off. Yep. One more tiny one like that one. Let's see what we got here. Same thing. Yep. Albeit thin, but that's legit shredded carbon fiber. Definitely legit titanium. Let's take a magnet to some of this. Yeah. There's a metal piece on the other side that's catching that. Yep. Let's get that out of there. Yep, there's that spacer. Got the metal insert. Okay. That's titanium, but the spacers are metal. And the pocket clip surely is metal. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's kind of a letdown there. Do such a nice knife and then throw that cheap spring steel clip on it. But, okay. Yeah, it's kind of odd. I mean, I was starting to get the impression that MOCENARY knives was a manufacturer. This tells me that they're not, that they are a dealer or a distributor. And so they snatch up knives and sell them under their banner. Otherwise, why would you do this? I think Six Leaf does that a little bit as well. They definitely will sell some Tucsons, but I see some other knives that they sell under the Six Leaf banner that makes me think that they're a semi, dealer or distributor as well, because they're clearly not Six Leaf knives. I mean, I don't understand the Tucson relationship either. Of course, the rumor mill, those things, is that somehow Six Leaf and Tucson are the same company. But I don't know if any of that's true. I have no idea. But I do believe I've seen them selling, other knives under their banner. Well, definitely they sell Tucson knives. 100% they do that. I just can't remember if they sell other branded knives. But this is clearly not a MOCENARY knife. I mean, they sold it on their eBay page. So yeah, I don't know. I do like those collars though. Those are pretty slick. All right, let's get these bearings and these racetrack washers cleaned up, and we'll put it back together. I mean, so far my initial impressions is I do like the knife. Got kind of that gentleman dagger feel to it in a folder. Nice materials, carbon fiber, titanium, M390, which, the elephant in the room is it really M390? I mean, I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm going to assume that it is, because MOCENARY is creating a reputation and selling products. So why would they risk that or put that out there for a trash knife, a fraudulent knife? Doesn't really seem to make sense, but I mean, dumber things have most certainly happened. I'm going to go that way with it. I think that's the way it came out of there. Yeah, I'm having to think now. Do these screws have to go in before the scale goes on? I don't remember. Well, they definitely do, because the scale covers up these screws. Yeah. So I think I got ahead of myself a little bit. Let's get these screws in here. Or does that go through? Well, it goes through the scale. Okay, never mind. Calm down. Well, I guess I could put the scale on. How about that? Like so. The fit and finish of this right here is pretty solid. All the edges are really tight. Everything fit really flush. There we go. do kind of like this, how they did the spacer and the scale. It's got this step down. That's pretty nice. Pretty cool. All right, so these aren't super tight, but they're snug. And then I'm going to put the one in the scale. Same thing. I'm just going to put that snug. I can get back to these at any time. All right, let's get our bearing back on. There we go. And our blade with internal stop pins. That's something that you would expect to see on a little finer knife for sure. I'm guessing that pin, no, it's all the way in there. Just really going to be tight. I guess these are recessed, sure enough. It's way down in there. Not sure how I'm going to hold that on there. Okay, it stayed. Good for me. There we go. Okay. Couple of screws and we're done. Give it a wipe and then we'll check it out. Be interesting to see if that action's improved too. I mean, there was enough dirt and gunk in there that, I mean, I believe it's gonna be better. They've got a recess here for this pocket clip, and it's in the carbon fiber, so I'm not a huge fan, but it is recessed, and it's got 2 screws. So, I mean, I guess it's the best of a bad situation. All right. Lots of T6s here for me to tighten up, so bear with me here. I've got them all snug, but let's get them nice and tight. Oh, the knife is super light. Now I've got it in my left hand and I'm just feeling the weight of it, and it is very, very light knife. Now, I think I was backwards on this when I took it apart. I'm not sure which side. I think it was that side. Let's see. I mean, there's no play in there. I'm kind of concerned about that lockup now. That didn't seem to be very nice. Yeah, the lockup's a little short, but we're drop shut now on this action. Ooh. Wow. Impressive. Yeah, wow, man. Yeah, the lockup is 15%, 10% maybe. It is very short. We're going to have to test it. when it's that small, I got to test it. Can't help myself. I mean, it's locked up. It's not failing. Wow, man, that action is good. All right, let's get rid of all these tools and oil bottles, and we'll really check this thing out. I mean, it's dropping so good. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to check that for blade play again. Oh, that's solid as a rock. Okay. You got to trust the process, man. All right. Let's give this one more wipe. Show off that satin. I mean, and it does have a little bit of swoop for the finger, and it's scalloped, and then this side's got some jimping on it to provide some bite to get that. And so access to the lock bar is really simple, and then that drop action is just money. I think, I mean, you could probably get that over. I can't, but yeah. Wow. Very nice. The action, I mean, it's an A. That detent could be just slightly tighter, I think. But, I mean, it's not failing, so I'm not going to mess with it. Let's talk about ergonomics. So there is this cutout for a finger here, and then just the way the knife tapers, all of this really gets a good grip here. And so oddly enough, man, this is just one of those, and I'm coming across a few of these lately that doesn't have a full finger guard, that not very confident, confident grip, very confident. And when I say confident, I'm confident that if I was to move forward with this knife, or slice or slash, or however I had this knife, that I'm confident that I can maintain my grip. And, you know, probably the worst is to be moving forward with the knife, encounter resistance, leather, a button, whatever. And when you encounter that resistance, then your fingers, you lose grip and your fingers come over the blade. Well, I'm confident that I could maintain this grip. There's a little bit of jimping on this back, but I mean, I'm locked in here. This is really locked in and locked down. So I'm going to say we're right here in this confident range on the grip. And, you know, there's not really any hot spots. I can feel the clip, but it's not, you know, it's not hot. It's not murdering me. It doesn't make me want to let go. Yeah. All right. Pocket clip. Let's check it out. Slightly concerned, but if it'll get over the edge, which it's going to, then it's going to run. And yeah, deep carry, just the tiniest little tip coming out of there. Nice tension on the pocket itself. I like it. Let's try it. This is standard jean size material. I mean, I'm going to say the grip's a little light there. And then this back right corner where I hold, it's a little light there as well. And so I'm going to pause real quick. And I'm going to adjust that pocket clip, which I did. I flattened it out a little bit, put a little more tension on it. So let's see what's up now. Yeah, so on this one, it's catching on the screw a little bit, but I mean, the amount of tension on that thick material is wonderful. And now on the standard jean material, jean size, yeah, it's got really good tension there now and really good tension here. So easy fix. I also, while I was in there, I went ahead and pulled that scale off, and I put a little tension on this detent a little bit too. So it comes out with a little bit more authority now. But the action is still basically drop shut. Yep, get that out of the way, and you can see that it's just the detent bar that's giving it any kind of resistance whatsoever. Yeah, so the pocket clip's a pass for sure. Let's check it for safety. So, yeah, I can't contact the blade through the back, so that's a pass. Let's check the tip. Yeah, there's no way to get that tip. Good job there. So the pocket clip's a pass, the tip's a pass, and the back spacer's a pass. So totally confident to put this in my pocket and find it where I put it when I need it and not cut myself by reaching into my pocket. So yeah, good stuff. I wonder if it's sharp. Let's check it out. I mean, yeah, it's ridiculously sharp. Shaving, sticky icky. Yeah, the blade's super sticky. I like it. All right, price and availability. Let's wrap up. So the MOCENARY connection, or the fact that they're selling this, lended some credibility to this knife. Is it, in fact, M390? Oh, no. Based on what I've seen with the MOCENARY knives, I'd say that it is, and that's what made me believe it. But I don't know. Now that I have it, it's clearly some other brand of knife that they're selling. I mean, over here, it says Wazemia. The knife itself says COOLHAND, which, I mean, there is a brand called COOLHAND. So is that this? I don't know. So, I mean, I got some confusion for you. I'm not sure. What I can tell you is if you go to the MOCENARY site, there's a link down below in the notes. Click the notes, expand that, and there's a bunch of stuff down there. But if you go there, there's a link to the MOCENARY eBay page, and that's where you'll find these. If there's one for sale, that's where it'll be. And I was able to get this one at a live auction. Right now, there's currently a live auction going. This video isn't going to run for several days. So is there going to be one when you look? I'm not going to promise you that. I don't know. Now, they've been selling them all summer. I've had my eye on them several times. And so I'd say it's likely that there'll be one on their site. It's super lightweight. The carbon fiber is real and legit. It's shredded carbon fiber. The titanium is real. The backspacer's titanium. Why they cheaped out on this metal clip? I mean, they could have so easily just put a titanium clip on it, but it does afford the deep carry. So I guess it's a trade-off, man. And I do like the blade. The blade is, I mean, I like this little gentleman's dagger. I do dig it. And I mean, that's why I bought it. So, anyways, I picked it up at an auction for like $70. So is it worth $70? I mean, I'm going to say yes, based on everything at face value, the action, the blade, the materials. I'm going to say, yeah, that's a $70 knife. Anyways, you got to decide for yourself because I can't vouch for any of it. Anyways, I appreciate you watching.